So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Karin and Victoria.
I'm still filming! Oh my god! Good evening, everybody. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how many amazing people are here. This is just unbelievable, really. So thank you all for being here, first of all, and happy World Vegan Day. I think Karin wants to say a few words first.
Do I ever want to say a few words?
Yes.
Oh my, am I allowed to swear?
Yes.
Hell, London! Vegan Women's Club, I'm sorry if I've offended anyone, but my God, look at us! Look at us! We are unstoppable! Now I've got to say, I'll turn down the Essex, I'm just so overexcited. This woman here, we will cry and we have had makeup done. We spoke on the phone 10 years ago and we hit it off like that. We have been best mates for 10 years. And then this woman here a year ago said to me, I've had an idea. I've had an idea. And if you don't work with me, in fact, you have to work with me, otherwise I'm going to force you to work with me on Vegan Women's Club.
Yeah.
And we were going to Juliet's event in London with Dr. Michael Greger, and Victoria was a bit lost. So there we are, I'm on the phone, she's driving on the phone, and we're going, yeah, Vegan Women's Club, yeah, we could do this. Oh my God, can you imagine? We could do this, we could. And yeah, then we have not stopped speaking since, and we've been planning and scheming, and the ideas we have got are just game changing. And yeah, it's just brilliant to see you all here.
Yeah, it really is.
Now, over the years, Victoria and I have been lucky enough to go to press events. I'm the presenter of Veg Fest. We go to different events, different places. And you know what people ask me? I have women coming up to me saying, can I be your friend? Victoria, I'm lonely. People don't understand me. My husband takes the mickey. My boyfriend ridicules me. At work, it's really tough, they don't get me. I've also had someone come up to me, and I've told a few of you here tonight, a lady, I don't know if she's here, she might not admit it, but she said, I'm bullied in my church group. I'm bullied in my church group because I am a vegan. This is not what we are about as vegans, is it?
No.
Now, together, we are stronger. Does anyone agree? Together, we are stronger. I don't understand how people will go and eat animals. I don't get it. I don't understand how people go and buy the secretions of animals. I don't understand. I only wear Heather Mills makeup. I don't understand how women put lipstick on their lips that contains dead squash beetles. I had a falling out with my husband some years ago, and he said to me, I think I might want to eat cheese again. I'm sorry, Glyn. And I thought to myself, if I divorce my husband and say it's because he wants to eat cheese again, can you tell me, do you get it? Yes. Would anyone else get it? No.
But they
He
should
did, and they should.
get it, because it's violent.
It's violence, and he didn't. Otherwise he wouldn't be here tonight. Where is he anyway? Let's just, I don't know if he's here, he's hiding. But we want to create a safe space for fellow vegans. Victoria and I, we can't do this by ourselves.
Yeah.
Is everyone having a nice time tonight? Is everyone having a wonderful time tonight? Do you want this to continue?
Yes.
Do you want to do this on a regular basis?
Yes.
Would you like to listen to our podcast?
Yes.
Would you like to buy our vegan cheese and honey?
Yes.
We can only do it with you. And I really must say, and I'm waffling, sorry, I didn't plan this, I've gone as red as a beetroot. We could not do it with this man here. Kassam from 45 London has been absolutely bloody outstanding. His belief in us has been incredible. We could not have done this without him and the wonderful support of 45 London. They really believe in us. We couldn't have done this without you. We couldn't have done this. We've had press coverage. We're in the Daily Mail today. And they said it sounds like a club where people are going to go and drink cow smoothies. And I was like, I want to be in that club. Does anybody else? I love a cow smoothie. We've got brilliant, brilliant plans for you. If you come on this journey with us, we can continue. I know so many of you tonight have come along on your own, and I'm so pleased. I tried to talk to you as many as possible and say, please talk to everybody. And I know you've played full out. I better shut up because this lovely lady whose idea it was in the first place. But yeah, can I just say, please, can you all just give yourselves a round of applause because you've just been outstanding. Thank you.
Words because my heart is actually beating so hard. I'm a passionate vegan. I've been vegan for 22 years and a vegetarian since I was 6. And I feel like the only places I ever really get to see other vegan men or women actually is at vegan marches or peaceful protests and things like that. I never really get to have a lot of fun with them. And because I live rurally, I barely have many friends that live around me because we live in the countryside. I'm with my chickens and my dogs and my husband who's vegan. Where's Stephen? Stephen! And I just really wanted to create a space where that felt really powerful, that felt really uplifting, that felt really inspiring, non-judgmental, where we can get together and help each other make a kinder world. Yep. That's what I want. Every single day, and I'm not exaggerating, I do suffer from depression and I feel sad. In fact, I feel broken most days, if I'm honest with you, because I am vegan for the animals. And I know that we can make a change, but we have to do this together. Yeah. We need to do this together. We are an army of vegan women and we are showing the world how incredible we are, how glamorous we are, how fun we are, how strong we are, how healthy we are. And together, we will change the world. I promise you. We need to stick together, girls. We need to stick together. We chose some amazing ambassadors because, quite frankly, one of the ladies here, well, actually all of the ambassadors, but Juliet Gellatley is the reason I am vegan. 22 years ago, I thought I was doing the most that I could do for animals by being vegetarian. I had no idea about the dairy industry. This lady has done everything that we probably won't do, will never do. It's a scary place. I skip past many posts every single day. I can't watch them anymore. I know everything. I know too much, actually. But Juliet is a brave lady that goes into places and has seen everything. Quite frankly, if I'd done what Juliet has done, I don't think I'd be here anymore because I wouldn't want to be here anymore. And I know that sounds really heavy, but I can't deal with it. But this lady showed me the dairy industry, and that's why I'm vegan. And you are one of my heroes. And we are just heroes. We stick together, we learn from one another, we support one another. There's no judgmental here. None of us are perfect vegans. We're all at different levels. We can learn from one another. Even in the past, when I've done marches, people have said to me, well, that's not vegan, or that's not vegan. I'm like, why? That's not going to help. That's not going to help us by judging one another. Talking, understanding, learning from one another. That's the only way we're going to crack this. We don't want to be fighting with one another. We want to be supporting one another. So, I want to introduce our amazing ambassadors. First of all, Juliet Gellatley, please. Hi everybody.
I just wanted to talk about a little bit about why it's a vegan women's club. Why women? About 2/3 of the world's women are oppressed. Still, today in 2025. Ultimately, it's all about power, isn't it? But as part of that oppression, we are taught as women to actually compete with one another. Because it's convenient if we compete with one another instead of supporting one another. Because if we start to support one another, then we gain strength. And I think there are a lot of parallels with what happens to farmed animals. Victoria's just touched upon. I've been inside countless factory farms for dairy cows that supply the biggest names in the world, Cadbury, Arla, and so on and so forth, and seen animals that can barely walk standing in front of me, animals that are dying on the floor where we call vets in the middle of the night. These are animals that have just been produced, that have just been bred to produce too much milk. Their bodies can't withstand it, and their bodies start to collapse. And they're made to have baby after 9-month pregnancies, like us. And we are taught as a society to normalise that and say it's okay. How can that possibly be okay for a normal, compassionate being? How can we have normalised so much cruelty? How can we as women have allowed the exploitation of other female animals precisely because they have babies? How can we allow chickens to be still in cages or free range? I've just filmed with my son, Jazz, 2 free range egg farms. You would be, well, perhaps you wouldn't be. The general public would be so shocked at the conditions of those animals. These female animals producing eggs in their ovaries and then creating these eggs, which were supposed to be obviously containing a chick for life, coming out of the vagina. And we push them beyond their limits over and over and over again. And this is what we film at Viva, and this is what we expose. But the hard section of that, not just seeing the animals, is actually creating the campaigns around it and reaching the public. But we've reached billions upon billions upon billions of people, despite the challenges that we get all the time, like our dairy is scary ad being banned by the Advertising Standards Authority, even though it shows no gore whatsoever. And that's because we're challenging society's perceptions of what is normal. So for me, it's really important that we come together as women and really start to wake up. We really need to wake up. If we want to protect farmed animals on this planet and understand that this is all a power game, it's all about money, it's about trillion-dollar industry wanting this to continue, then we have to come together and fight and support one another. Like people have said tonight, I want to use this club to actually meet other women face to face and to empower myself and to inspire myself so that I can go out there and campaign in my own way. And that is really what I ask of you. I want to meet you. I'd like to meet as many of you people tonight. Everybody's got their own talents, strengths, skills, stories to bring to this club. So let's ensure that we keep it alive. And let's ensure that we give it the power that it deserves. Because we as women deserve that. Let's not compete with one another. Let's support one another and ensure that we create the kind, fair world that we know we all want. Thank you.
And breathe. God, aren't we lucky? We're lucky we've got Juliet, Gellatley, who I've adored for 31 years. I've got to pinch myself. And I know so many of you. We've got professional vegan bakers and famous people and people off the TV, and yes, I'm looking at you as well, and amazing ladies.
We want more.
We want more. We do. It's up to you, because you can help us. Can you imagine if all you guys went and spread the word? My God, we'd be invincible. And we've also got, I don't know about you, but sometimes I might go to the doctor and I think, what the heck, I know more than they do about what I need to eat. Doctors? But can you imagine there is an organisation actually supporting and educating doctors and healthcare professionals? And do you know what else? Dr. Shireen Kassam is one of our ambassadors. Come on, Dr. Shireen,
please. I think it could be a little bit louder. This is Dr. Shireen. Thank you.
Thank you, Karin. Thank you, Victoria. Congratulations. Wow. Happy World Vegan Day, everybody. I am totally out of my comfort zone here. I would normally be in my pyjamas, on my sofa, with my 2 doggies, not so far away from you. But I knew I had to get myself off the sofa to come in today, and really, really happy to be here with everybody. I went vegan in 2013 with my 2 sisters, but we only knew the 3 of us, and so it is a lonely place. It's even more lonely as a medical doctor being vegan. You really don't feel like you can express who you are and practice medicine in the way you really want to once you've decided you want to be vegan. So after a few years of becoming comfortable with being vegan, I stepped out into the vegan community to realise very quickly how supportive, compassionate, kind, giving every single person was. And most of the vegan community, of course, is at the moment mostly women. So it's really, really a great pleasure to be part of this new club, and I feel like it's very much needed. And as Karin said, we've got a lot of work to do. We are not going to see a vegan world until the medical profession accepts that eating a 100% plant-based diet is not only healthy, it's necessary, and what we should all be doing. Spend our time doing is trying to shift the narrative away from considering animals as food, as being nice, normal, necessary, natural, because that still is the narrative within the medical profession. So Plant-Based Health Professionals UK dedicate their time to providing education and initiatives to normalise plant-based eating, educate those doctors that we all want to see as our own doctors, advocating as well. And of course we need everyone's support, and I know that we're all doing everything we can, and I think that's the thing, we just have to find that small passionate topic or area where we can make a difference, and everyone in this room can, and together we are definitely stronger. So congratulations, Victoria and Karin.
I know. Now look, how flipping lucky are we? I was first introduced to this amazing lady about 15 years ago, and like probably most of the planet, I'm just in absolute. And then I met Heather Mills. She is tireless. I thought I was passionate vegan, and this one here, passionate vegan. And then there is Heather Mills. She is making the biggest difference on the planet, and my God, we are so lucky and honoured to have her here this evening and to have Heather Mills as our ambassador. Please, can we really give a wonderful welcome to the most inspirational lady on the planet.
I've known Karin for a long time, and then she brought you along to the Vegan Women's Summit in Los Angeles, and invited them in the house, and so what an amazing, passionate person you are also.
Thank you.
You know, you're such a vegan queen, and she's always happy. It's like, what are you on? It's like we're on conference calls talking about really depressing things, and she's like, like she's definitely on something. She can't possibly be that happy. So she's my sunshine, absolute sunshine. And you know, let's pay tribute to her dad, who was also a vegan, who sadly she's going to celebrate his amazing life next week. And how can you be like this tonight when your father's just passed? I mean, I just want to pay tribute to him and you and your dedication. Because most people would bail out, understandably, in that situation. But no, she keeps going.
Yeah.
And, you know, to my vegan biggest queen, Juliet is the reason I'm vegan. She has changed millions and millions of people's lives and inspired me and brought me into so many campaigns and pig farms and, you know, standing outside M&S with TV screens on, and I was offered $2 million to do the M&S bra campaign, but I chose to go and expose them for the cruelty that was going on at the time. As you can see, my boobs are still good, so I didn't need the bra, luckily. However, amazing, Juliet is huge, but I'm a problem solver. So I went in, I saw the issue, I became a voice activist because of Juliet's influence, and then I said, but that's only part of it. How do we actually convert people to become vegan, make it as simple as possible and realistically cost effective? And a lot of the vegans went, why are you making... So we made the first vegan McDonald's burger, we made the first vegan Burger King burger, we made the first vegan Domino's cheese. People say, why are you doing those meat alternatives? I said, because they're not for the vegans. I said, a small percentage of vegans still want it one day a week. I'm not interested in you. I've got no interest in converting vegans. You're there. What am I going to spend my time on you? Until this situation, which I'll come on to. I wanted to convert carnivores. I only dated carnivores and then converted them and then dumped them and then moved on to so, and when people said, oh, I couldn't go out with a meat eater. Yeah, you can. Just convert them. Become a great cook. You know, find a crap cook and just do brilliant things. So I ended up dating a lot of people trying to convert them. And then finally I've settled for one that's, you know, I can't let him go because he's passionately got behind it. And,
he's lovely.
He's lovely and he's going to become massively famous and influence millions more people. So that was one issue solved. That I could be with someone, keep them vegan, and basically get them to become a huge, huge influencer in the future. But the other thing was making meat, fish and dairy-free alternates, so that was the only thing that weaned him off. When I met him on a train, he was McDonald's, Burger King, Domino's, and I went, oh God, you know, I've got to put that into the sector. And then once you wean somebody off the meat, fish and dairy with meat, fish and dairy alternates for those fast food addicts, it's the methadone to the heroin. And for any vegans that don't understand it, they've been on quinoa for 30 years, you're not going to get it because you're already you're already an angel. But you're 2% of the world. This is 90-odd%. So we need to keep converting those carnivores that are addicted to that taste of meat, fish and dairy. That's only stage one, and we did it with Whole Foods 20 years ago. If you look at Whole Foods now in America, they're moving to, has to be vegetable based. And since we gave America the Beyond Meat burger, which we created back in 20 years ago, they screwed that up, didn't look after the messaging. We have always been individual vegans fighting in a goldfish bowl, going round and round and round, creating the change within that perimeter, but not creating massive change that's required if this planet's going to be alive and if the animals are going to be supported in the way that they should be. So that's why it's brilliant we've set up the Vegan Women's Club, because our weakness is now joined together and it can create a trickle effect and a domino effect. So I'm killing myself, working 4 a.m. to midnight, manufacturing 9 different companies. And when I saw the screw up of Beyond Meat, who've got 2 billion IPO, how did you screw that up? I mean, come on. And didn't get the messaging right. What we did was we engaged with the meat, fish and dairy-free sector, dairy sectors to make the alternatives. We created the Applewood vegan cheese, we replicated everything. We're in a very vulnerable position now because what's happened is since the ricochet of negativity from Beyond Meat has come back here, they've clamped down in the supermarkets on Tesco's, have just wiped out Wicked Kitchen overnight. 26 million for 1.5, because they didn't trust us and come and manufacture with us. They went to Ackerbo and Sandwich and all these other companies, so they had no IP really. And this has happened to 29 massive brands have gone under in the last few years because of this ricochet effect from America and dumping the word processed on us. Now, processed is meat, is baking, is cheese. Processed is not vegan. So what I've done, because it's like having a 5-year-old go, I want it. So I just go, oh, look at the butterfly over there. So this is no bloat. I created no bloat because my colon broke down after Lyme's disease. They wanted to cut half of it out and give me a stoma bag. And I was like, no. So I did endoscopies, colonoscopies. This is the first food that is approved by the Harley Street Functional Gut Clinic and the Monash University. It is not shouting vegan while all the thickos think the word vegan is processed. We have to re-educate them. It's all about the messaging. So Viva are doing their massive job. You guys are doing your amazing job, connecting us all together. But this food has to get onto the plates of people with gut issues, because 39% of people give up veganuary because they can't digest fructans, mannitols, oligosaccharides, FODMAPs, because their colon's so putrefied for decades of meat and dairy, and they go, I'll go vegan, and they shove in so much fibre they can't digest it. Now, if you can eat every vegetable, lucky you, that's the best thing ever. But I, for 3 years, had to go to liquid or eat chips. That was it. I could just eat potatoes. So this is an intense study of what helps people. So if you know anyone that isn't going vegan because they can't digest correctly, get them to try No Bloat. All my profits, for anyone that knows me, never took a penny from vegan businesses, go to the different charities that I support around the world. But it's a difficult time. It's a really, really difficult time. We've had Irish travellers trash 2 of our 3 factories 3 times in the last 18 months. It is a nightmare. But the weakness in the vegan community is you say you're vegan, you say you give a shit, but you go and order off Amazon. You go and buy from Ocado. And yet the alternative stores, which supports and funds all the vegan businesses and can deliver directly to your door, you don't bother going on. So the data goes Easter, some chocolate eggs, Christmas, build up, but you keep going back to the corporates, and you wonder why little Jeff Bezos and his mini cock on Amazon is growing, because you're feeding it. So think about where you're buying your products from, and buy them from vegan family businesses. We literally buy everything we can from Jevons, from Magpies, from Time Cheese, from everybody to support these family businesses. The onus is on you. Think about where you shop, buy from family businesses, support them to grow, and then you change the planet. You don't change the planet with the Amazons, with the Teslas and their rockets and their phallic symbols. And there are loads of men that support women. There are a huge amount of men. And ultimately, 53% of women have the power for the first time in 20 years to decide where your vote goes in the voting age. You see, I've been talking a lot because my voice is going. So use that power and choose green. Choose a party that's got your ethics. Don't just sit and vote what your husband says you should vote. Choose where you bloody vote and support veganism. Thank you.
Everybody should have a flyer in your bag when we go home later, your party bag, with alternative stores, because I put them in every single bloody one. So please give some love and support to the alternative stores, because you're supporting a whole host of other vegan businesses. Now I can quickly throw a bit of a spanner in the works, because she doesn't know that I'm going to say come on down, but this lady, she's the most loveliest lady. She's travelled from miles and miles to be with us today. Does anyone watch Bake Off?
Yeah.
Do Does anyone like it? I really like it, but I think why don't we have more vegan on there? Is Freya Cox here? Has she been to the loo? The very first vegan contestant on Bake Off. I think a little bit louder. She's on TV. I'm sorry, Freya. I didn't tell you we were going to do this. But could you just say a little bit about what you're up to now? And everybody, please make sure you come and see Freya, because she started a really lovely business as well. Let's give her some love, and I will hand over the mic.
I am so beyond excited to be here. You say I did travel a while, so I live in York. And I've been to York.
Come on, long way.
And honestly, the smile that I have on my face has not left me all night, speaking to so many gorgeous people. And honestly, I am a crier. Listen, this is why I left Bake Off and I embarrassed myself because I was sobbing, because I just can't handle it. I've met so many lovely people and we've all just come together, and it just makes me beyond so happy. And it's actually such a lovely segue in of Heather talking about small businesses, because it's so difficult, isn't it, in a world where, you know, I've got loads of lovely men in my life. My dad's an inspiration, my boyfriend, but it's really difficult where there's these people, you know, higher up, and us women or anybody with these small businesses, we want to make a way in and support each other, and it can be so hard. And do you know what I found? We were talking earlier, so I have started a small business. It's called Freya's, I know it's Freya. And when I went on Bake Off, I always said I wanted to be the vegan Betty Crocker, right? I just love cake. Listen, I love a box mix. Like, who doesn't love a box mix brownie? And I've always really wanted to do it, and I decided it's not about the money. Like, it's not about the money, it's a passion project, and I am the biggest animal lover, as I know you all will be, in the world. And being vegan, I feel it in my soul, like I feel it in my heart. And it really upsets me, you know, when I talk to people and they say, oh yeah, I love animals as well. And I just think, what do you mean? I just think it's really hard, because it's like, and I'm also, like, I'm never here to shame anybody, because we're all just trying our best, do you know what I mean? Getting up every day is hard enough. And I think what I found recently, I don't know if anybody else has found this, I also work in radio as a radio presenter. And I was chatting to a guy who I was presenting with, and he said to me, when he found out I was vegan, he said really honestly and openly, he said, why do you not drink milk? I don't understand. And he's in his late 50s, and you know, he just didn't understand at all. And I think I felt it was my job and all of our job to, even if you just told one extra person, you know, and then they went, and it's a domino effect. My family, now maybe 6 of us in a family, are all vegan, and it was that effect. Yeah, my mum, my dad, my auntie, my boyfriend, and it's like a really beautiful thing to see everybody come together and feel really, really empowered. So yeah, basically, I love cake, and it's really sad that people think as soon as you go vegan, you can't have cake. What do you mean?
Oh, you can. You can have cake.
Absolutely. So going on Bake Off, oh, it's hard. Listen, if anyone's ever thought about it, it's hard enough. And doing it vegan, it was really, it was interesting for me actually, because the experience I found, I went in and I thought, oh, if anyone's watched it, I thought, Paul's not going to love this, is he, Paul Hollywood? And actually, he did. He was like, him and Prue were asking me a lot of questions and were saying, oh, how have you done that? And afterwards, a guy from my season of Bake Off, Chicks, when I left, when I got kicked out, yeah, I didn't win, he then said to me, now you've left, for the rest of the time I'm here, I'll eat vegan in like replacement of you. And I thought, I know, but isn't that lovely? Yeah. And I just thought, actually, like, that's such a, in the grand scheme of things, it's a small thing, but it's not, because if we all just had people start doing that, it is that domino effect. We're all going to come together and feel so supportive, and I love it. So yeah, my box mix cakes, Freya's, are basically just showing the world. You guys already know, like I said, I don't need to tell you, but it's showing everybody else that actually, why are we still using dairy and eggs? Honestly, do you know what I say to people, right? I'm a budget queen. Listen, I'm from Scarborough, if anyone's been, small towns, like, listen. And I say, you're wasting your money up buying eggs. If that's a way to convince you, genuinely you're wasting your money. That's what it's about. These box mixes as well, it just shows people that, I don't know why you're bothering. These cakes are so good and everybody loves them. and it just makes me so happy to be here, and hope you all just love cake as much as
Last but not least, we have somebody very special to thank, and that's our main sponsor, Dama Preziazo, Monica, who's flown all the way from Italy. And she actually has a really interesting story. It's actually because of her daughter, herself and her husband became vegans. It wasn't the parents vegan first, it was the daughter, Lucrezia.
I want to say that, yes.
Yes, Lucrezia.
Because this is why I'm vegan.
So I just want to thank you for all your support because you've been incredible.
She's why I'm vegan.
I know. Would you like to say a few words?
Oh my God. My Italian language in English,
It's
I
perfect,
don't
don't
know
worry,
if the accent can be nice. So I'm not born vegan, and I ran for many years. I can explain. A shoemaker, designer with classic leather. And okay. And all the people think that the luxury can be made only with real leather.
Yeah.
And when I changed my idea, my vision, thank you to Lucrezia, with my husband, I need to change everything. So we search new materials, plant-based materials for our brand, and I go to my artisan and say, okay, now I want to use this kind of new material for my production. And my artisan say, no, it's not possible. It's not possible because all the luxury is made only with real leather. And say, no, I can't do this one. I can do this one. So I say, no, you need to do this one because I want to change my production. So we try to do something new models and say, oh, it looks like real.
Look at these bags.
Oh,
How
yeah.
stunning.
They are just
How
so
beautiful.
lovely.
Really, so
So
beautiful.
we change everything, and now it's born Dama Preziosa. This is why we are here. I'm very happy to meet Karin. I'm very happy.
And how many years
to
ago,
meet
Lucrezia, how many years ago did you?
So I became vegan, vegetarian when I was 14 and slowly turned vegan. And then I converted with parents.
And how long ago was that?
Siblings. It was, I think, 2014.
Yes. Yes.
So it was a while ago.
See, anybody can change. Everybody can
Yes,
change.
other people can change.
We can do
This is
that.
true.
We can
This
make
is
that
true.
change.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh,
And I think the young people can be a very good
Absolutely.
influence for change.
Yeah.
Yes. I think the planet can be, and the vision can change for the young people.
Un altro te dove le trovo io?
I have no idea what she just said. Thank you so much. Well, we have one more. We have a lady that's going to sing for us. Yes. Oh, thank you. Would you like to?
Thank you again to the wonderful family. Please do go and see them and have a look at their bags, take photos, engage with them. We are so thankful you believe in Viva Women's Club, that you've flown from Italy to be with us this evening. That means the world. Please, can we have much love? We have a lovely surprise for you as well. Now, when I first, are you ready? Do you think you're ready?
She was born
for
ready.
action?
She was born ready.
When this lady said to me, oh, do you want to come and see me? I'm doing a gig. I was like, oh, that sounds nice. And I rocked up with my vegan picnic. With 15,000 people in the flipping audience, this woman is the star of the show. We are so lucky to have the beautiful Annette Wardle, who's going to sing for us this evening. Come on up, I'm just nervous of those shoes. Look at this picture. You ready to roll? I'll give you this.
I think we should get out of the way before.
Yeah.
The chandeliers might break. Yeah, I'll just do a little. As far as I only know one other vegan opera singer that I've ever worked with in all the time I've been working. So, yeah, it's my mission to convert the music to veganism. Anyway, here we go. I need a drink for this. So Karin's asked me to do another song, and I just thought this might be the perfect song, because I think in the whole of opera, this must be one of the feistiest and strongest women that we ever find. She dies at the end, sadly. But along the way, she is striking a blow for women's rights all the way through this opera. She isn't vegan in the opera, but I feel that in the 21st century, she would be. So here's a little bit of Carmen.
So maybe, should we take some photos with the cake, and maybe Chef Daniel wants to...
And nice this way. Fabulous.
Daniel, we need some slow legs. Yeah. Absolutely means the world to us. Join the club. Honestly, it's going to be amazing. We're stronger together. We can change the world. I believe we can, but we can only do it if we're together, ladies. Yeah. So, happy birthday today, and thank you for being here. Love you all.
I can't really follow that. I just want to acknowledge again, Victoria had this amazing idea. We have not stopped speaking about it since. She has... No, I'm not. Well, I lost my dad some weeks ago, and thank you for Heather for acknowledging that. My dad actually, even while he was in hospital, changed how the hospital operates for vegans. He lost his mojo, but I could just hear him saying now, when I thought, shall I be doing this at this time? My dad was so amazing. You couldn't have wished for a better dad. He went vegan many, many years ago. He went vegetarian initially, and he said, I will show you the window, but I will never force you to look out of it. And now I say, why didn't you make me look out of the window, Dad? God's sake. But Dad, let's all just say, I don't know, what should we say? Here's to Dad. Here's to Dad.
Let's eat cake.
Let's eat some cake. First of all, has everyone had a great time?
Yeah.
Does everyone like being with like-minded vegan flipping women? Yeah. Do you think together we are stronger?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Can I count on you guys, Victoria and I, to take some photos to share the love? Hashtag Vegan Women's Club, hashtag 45 London.
Yeah.
We can do this with you. We can't do it. We've got a club for 2 already. You know, but we want a club for,
a million?
What should we say, 1 million vegan women?
Yeah.